At Falcor Bay on a beautiful afternoon. Now for our tale of the tape. And introducing first, it's Clarissa Shields, one of the most avoided fighters in the game. Clarissa Shields, the greatest woman fighter of all time.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Flint, Michigan, she is a 3-division, undisputed champion of the world, Clarissa Shields. Fighting out of the blue corner, and ladies and gentlemen, here is the 2-time gold medalist from Flint, Michigan, a 3-weight division world champion, and an undisputed women's 154-pound champion of the world, Clarissa Shields.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny sky.
All right. Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Here we go, round 1. Who's going to land the first big shot? These two were made for each other. Clean left jab. An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fight that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fighter on fight.
Fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice punch. Fantastic punch. That one lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Clarissa Shields is in trouble. Down goes Clarissa Shields. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
New champ. Damn, is this shit going back out or something? What the hell going on? They better give me my win, bro. Yeah, I'm about to say, nigga, what?
Surrenders. This is over. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.
Women greatest of all time. It's either her or Layla, for sure.
Have you ever wanted to fight alongside the fishes? Well, we're about to do it here at the beautiful Atlantis. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable.
So here comes Saul Alvarez, nicknamed Canelo, which translates to cinnamon. He got that nickname because of the freckles on his face and the color of his hair. Here comes...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, and now introducing from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. At 20 years of age, he is undefeated in his campaign with a record of 36 wins, no losses, 1 draw with 25 wins coming by. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing the newly crowned champion, holding a record of 22 wins, no losses, 20 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the young, undefeated, and newly crowned IBF middleweight champion of the world, known as Captain Hook. Introducing Roy Jones Jr.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Which fans are going to be happy, which fans are going to be sad, I don't know, but it's the argument I love.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Counter punching. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Catch and shoot. Missing with the left hook. That counter punch caught him clean.
We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Well done with that counter shot. A perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Back and forth they go. Punch, counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Jab slightly off target. Beautiful counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Good night. Just get him on the
Here we go. It's round 2. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Nice counter. No rest for the weary. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Those counter punches have to hurt. How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counter. Blocks that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Throws the jab but does not score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter shot. Nobody home with that hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there, get the job done.
Great round. Now relax. Don't be looking there.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
On to the 5th we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. Let's see that again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
In that low. That was a good fight, dog.
Well, he's had enough, and he is gonna quit. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.
Surrender. Good fight, bro.
it. Switch your stance.
There you go.
Now you're switching off. You've done all of your work, all through camp, to get here and blow it now. So I need you to get back out there and switch.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that loud.
Let's do it.
Damn.
Good work. That's bloody good work.
Damn, she getting this one. Fuck.
Keep doing what you're doing. This is good work. Come on, you're better than that. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Let's change what we're doing. We're going to forget that round. It was a bad round. We have to...
Let's fight.
then that's her round. So I need you.
Let's do it.
Really? Come on.
Do not worry about that. Throw it from your mind, all right? You've done.
Come on, why is my shit ain't? That's why I'm like hitting with the fucking the left, bro. I mean the right. Late ass fucking punches, bro.
Now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes, and you're switching off. I need you to switch.
And back.
back in the game. That's a terrible round. That's a terrible...
Let's do it.
He's saying it's a terrible round to me, but I'm whooping her ass though. I'm winning.
You're better than that. You're starting to make mistakes, and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get back.
Oh, bro, are you serious? Bro, she better get up, bro.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you continue.
That's a good fight. She gonna try to knock me out now. Damn it. Oh no. That was a good ass fight, bro. Why? She called me towards the end, but I was beating her ass dinner the whole fight. I'll put that one on a highlight bucket, even though it's not a knockout. But I was trying to say good fight, but see, he ain't with it. Fuck it, I'll take the win. This will take the
Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mothers and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering the combination.
It is Riyadh season in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and we're about to see another big-time fight here at Kingdom Arena. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first, Saul Alvarez. He's 100. Saul Canelo Alvarez. Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 100...
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right, Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is usually second to none if you get the right fight.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. The left jab is landing at will. Just missed with that hook. There is not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
The This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow.
Here we go for round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Good counter punch. That counter shot lands. No rest for the weary. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. Swing and a miss with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Go back out there. Good work. That's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath back.
On to the third. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. Caution being thrown to the wind. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter shot. Good looking right hook, but that was blocked. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. He threw a punch and just got countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fight has a real good flow to it. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, dragged in, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
You got to like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of defense here at all. Do you believe this? That counter punch caught him clean. Mitch, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Tell you what, Alvarez in that last round. Back into the fray here in round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
And that hook misses. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
No rest for the weary. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pop areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance.
This is the beginning of round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. They both want the knockout. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. These two fighters are made for one another. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. Round 7, here we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Sugar Ray is down. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight? How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, and he's out of there.
I need to turn this around halfway through.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds. When he's fighting, like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
The best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that. And there's the bell for round 8. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. That punch lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter shot. scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash.
So,
You know, that's
another good
skills.
fight, man.
That's levels. One is up
He
there,
was
one is
getting
down
it,
there.
no
But
lie.
you know what? The
He was
loser is
going
gonna have
at
to
it, bro.
learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
I might put this on the highlight too. Okay, why not? Even though it's not a highlight. Let me see. I'll take that win. Let me make sure that shit recorded.